Florida had erased a 15-point lead, took the 1-point lead, seemed to have the momentum, and you guys pushed it right back in their face. Devo got that drive. Just what was the key to not, getting down when you have a big lead, and then they seemingly take the momentum away, but if they had it for a minute or something.
Yeah, I mean, again, when we, in a league game, when the opposition only has a lead for a minute 12, Bob, I think that the big thing is in the timeouts being composed, which the players are more composed than I am. They did a really good job of keeping their composure going out. I mean, the big thing was just not turning the ball over and us getting a shot on goal. I think at times we tried to rush the ball up the floor too much, and they had some wolf steals from behind that, that caught us off guard. And it was just about, I thought we executed what we needed to do on both sides of the ball. I thought when they made their run for about a 2.5, 3-minute stretch, we just didn't defend at an elite level. We defended at a decent level, which you can't do against Florida. You have to defend at an elite level. And I thought we got back to doing that after 2 or 3 minutes.
And then what do you think of that drive Devo had? Pretty much went coast to coast to give you the lead back for good. And just what do you think of his game overall?
Phenomenal. I mean, he keeps getting better and better every game. I mean, his shot selection's good. He's not turning the ball over. The guys love playing with him. Defensively, he's a menace. He's all over the place. He gets loose balls. He rebounds his position. He had 5 rebounds tonight. He and Jaylen, I mean, for freshmen, they just keep getting better.
How about that drive? He went coast to coast to give you the lead back.
I mean, you just kind of hold your breath when Devo's got the ball, and he just kind of figures out a way to slither to the rim and get by people. And it's not like I'm telling him to hold up. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do in there, but he's going to do something.
Okay, I got a couple more, but I'll give it back to Mike. And sorry, I didn't hear my name called earlier. So
you were only 2 seconds late, Bob. That's fine. It wasn't a 5-second call.
Curtis.
Hey, Coach, you take a look at the box score, and Justin Smith was all over it from the offensive side and the defensive side. I know you said that the Missouri game may have been his best in a Razorback uniform, but what do you think about his performance tonight?
He's playing like a next-level player the last 2 games on both sides of the basketball. I mean, he came back a little early from the injury because he's a great teammate, and he really cares about winning. Probably wasn't fully healthy. He wasn't fully healthy. He was cleared to play, but I think the last 2 games, now he's been able to get back and practice with us. And I think, I mentioned after the last game, it was the first game that he didn't have pain and didn't have much swelling. But he's playing, like we thought he would be capable of. He's a dominant player right now in the SEC on both sides of the ball, not just one. I mean, he's making defensive steals. He's getting deflections. He's posting up on our Charlotte play and reading the defense. And he's playing off the charts right now with this. When he plays with such incredible effort and energy, I mean, there's not many guys that have his speed, quickness, and strength all in a combination. And he's able to play this way because he's fully healthy again.
Scotty.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to get your thoughts on Jaylen Tate's impact. He had his jumper working a little bit tonight, and he had a really big one, I think, to extend the lead to 3. They came up with a couple of steals tonight, just kind of his overarching impact on the game.
Yeah, Scotty, I think the biggest thing is we all saw when he was out of the game how much we missed him. We missed him, tremendously when he was out for a short stretch, and because he picked up fouls, and I wanted to have him available down the stretch. We've got to continue to work when he's out of the game for us, which we'll start doing, as we get ready for our next game.
Then you mentioned Jalen Williams on Castleton. It looked like he kind of relished that matchup a little bit. What did he do to kind of frustrate him and some of Florida's other frontline guys?
I think he made it difficult, for number 12, Colin Castleton, to catch the ball in his scoring area. We wanted him to try to catch the ball out on the floor a little bit, or 2 steps off the post. I thought he did a good job dislodging him and kind of crab walking him off his spots. Because if you can make a post player catch that thing 2 or 3 spots away. And then I thought, that one dig in the post when Justin Smith went down there and picked the ball off was really big as well. Because when a big guy catches it in there and he's got people digging and with foot and hands and voice. It kind of freezes the post-up player slightly. And I thought Justin's dig off their four-man was really big, helping Jaylen as well in the post defense.
Hutch?
Yeah, Coach, it seemed like y'all got off to a better start offensively from the jump than you have in a while. Do you know what the key to that was?
Just talking about it and then recognizing, Hutch, that we stunk starting some of the games. At the end of the day, I mean, you just want to win the game. But yeah, Hutch, I mean, it was something that, I mean, the guys know, and we ran 2 new plays tonight. I thought it got us some really good looks throughout the course of the game. And, it's our job as a staff just to try to put together a plan for them to get open looks. And if they're not getting open looks, then it's on our coaching staff to come up with a new wrinkle that maybe the opposition hasn't seen. And then it's up to the guys to read it. And even in our open offense, which is our 5-man passing game, I thought our cutting was really, really big time.
Randy?
Eric, the combination of Justin Smith, 37 minutes, Devo Davis, 36 minutes, Moses Moody, 37 minutes, obviously tells you the impact that these 3 players have on the performance of your team. Talk about their play as a unit.
Yeah, I think durability, working hard in practice, being in great shape, because guys can't play that type of minutes if they're not in elite physical condition. And it's no secret that I like to play guys that are rolling. I like to play them a lot of minutes. And it was hard for me to take those guys off the floor. When the opposition makes a run, a lot of coaches will tinker with substitution. But certain guys, I'll sink and swim with. And that same group that kind of got discombobulated for 2 or 3 minutes dug themselves out of it as well. So those guys are so vital because they play both sides of the ball for us, Randy.
One other question, Eric. The play of Jalen Williams tonight, 4 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds. I had him with 1 block. They don't show a block, at least on my stat sheet. Talk about the overall play of Jalen Williams.
Phenomenal. I mean, like we talked about his post defense, Randy, but for him to go in there and lead us in rebounds, I mean, he had 4 more rebounds than anybody else on the roster for us. You look at Florida's leading rebounders, and he had 2 more rebounds than anybody on Florida's team. And he did all that in 23 minutes. So he's an incredible, aggressive defensive rebounder, which is the key to any defensive team, is how well they can defensive rebound. And the big thing is he's just physical. Like, he enjoys getting in there and banging around. Some guys don't like contact. He seeks contact.
Bob, final question.
Yeah, Eric, some teams get ranked and then they lose. Last time Arkansas was ranked, they lost 2 games that next week. How big is that to defend the ranking, especially against a team that was 16-2 against Arkansas since 2009?
Wow, that's not a real good record.
No, it's not.
No, I think our guys, they understood. Like, I heard from a little bird that they have their own group chat, and they were even talking about, hey, let's come to practice ready. I think the guys right now, they understand. Again, for having 4 freshmen on your roster and so many new faces, like, I think this group understood going into this game. Like, we didn't want to be ranked and then lose the next game. And I talked to him and told him, at Nevada that happened to us in I don't know if it was I think it must have been year 2 or 3, whatever, and we'd get in, we'd lose, we'd get out, we'd come back, win 3, and I said, hey, let's just worry about playing one game. Don't worry about the rankings. Just come in, be as focused as you can, worry about the next 40 minutes. Don't listen to anything outside our own locker room. The rankings are great. We're proud of that, but move on and just figure out a way to beat Florida. Now our focus has to turn to Texas A&M, and that's the only thing we really need to worry about.